Yes, that theme is still just as much fun the second time.
It is.
It
Woot woot.
snuck up on us last week, and we were all like, "What is that?"
What a
Fire.
bop.
Straight heat.
Strip. Alrighty, welcome back to Star-Crossed Seaway Season 2. I am home and in a very not thematic Star Wars sweatshirt instead of on the beach, but we are continuing our story from Season 1. Last episode, we met Applestock's family, one of whom has enrolled with
Followed.
become employed by Followed, our fearless captain. We also learned that there was your efforts have been noticed, and that there is, in fact, a bounty on your heads for your actions last season. Specifically, the leaking of private fiduciary order documents to, well, everybody else. I believe you had just made it back to your ships after what was intended to be a valiant rebuttal of crabs and ended up being the exact same death by crabs.
I'm going to die this season.
You might not. I'm not trying to kill you. But yes, you lobstrosities. Yes, that's amazing.
I love that.
And yes, their ship is known as the Sea Lettuce.
It's like seaweed, but was it British? Is that why we did it? Because
You tell
Jess
me.
said it was like sea lettuce. I don't know. It was Jess's idea.
Was it?
Yeah. because
Okay.
I only had ideas for seaweed-based ship names, and then Jess was like, "Oh, what about the sea lettuce? Because sea lettuce is seaweed."
Oh my god.
And now we're here.
Actually sounds right, and that's worrying to me. But yes, and you have this VH fellow, someone
Victor
who has
Humbert.
yes, who has made an appearance for the first time in this part of the world and seems to be rather bold. But you have made it back to your ship, the Sea Lettuce. A little worse for wear in some instances.
I only have like 5 hit points. It's fine.
You will be all right. Blood.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You also you got like 9 hit points though.
Yeah,
Thank you.
so much better. And following some, Millie obediently goes off to help Cled with dinner. You don't even have to ask.
Yeah.
You're not sure how this is going to go, but she's going to learn, you guess. And you have a little time in the captain's quarters to figure out what it is you're going to do about the fact that you're now wanted criminals. Well, more so than you already were.
Okay, everyone, just hear me out. I want to write him a letter. We know his name. We could write a letter to him, and I can challenge him to a duel. That's an option. I could also just threaten to kill him. Either way, I want his head on a stick at the front of the ship. Really bad. Really bad. How does everyone else feel about being criminals with a high bounty? Applestock?
Well, with our track record, I don't know how much of his head will be like on a stick at the front of our ship. More likely, he'll probably be working in the kitchen.
You're
or
right.
something like that with our track record.
That's as good as
Um,
death.
So yeah, I think we can start with like a duel, but I think we should expect that we're probably going to end up hiring this Victor
Okay.
feller.
That's, you know what? That's fair. That is a fair assessment, Applestock. I don't agree with it. I don't want him on the ship. Valar?
Sorry. I think it is a bad idea to have a severed, decaying head on the front of our ship. Do you not realize how hard that is to clean up every day?
It would be temporary.
Maybe not at all. Maybe we can put it in a case.
We could put it in the cannon and then fire it back at the fiduciary order.
You do realize that if we put it in the cannon, it will just... It won't launch. That's pretty gross.
Okay, we can send it back to them in a pretty little box. I don't care.
Okay, but I'm okay with being a criminal for the main fact for the past 10 years I've been one. So
Yeah. Okay, so we're good with all of us being criminals? Okay, I'm glad that we're all on the same page. Now, there's the matter of the money. I want the money. They have obviously at least 14,000 gold pieces just sitting around so that they can pay whoever takes us down.
So we are going to do a host. I think that's
No.
what it was said. A host?
It is nope.
No, I think it's called a hoist.
A
Nope.
hoist.
Nope.
Yes.
That's what we do with
We'll do
the
a
sails. No. That's what we
Hoist.
do with the sails. That's a sailing term.
Then what is it called?
It's a heist.
Oh, we will be doing a heist.
Yes.
Now,
Also commonly known as theft or
Well-
burglary or robbery.
well, right
I am
now,
pretty good at that.
in my opinion, the only one who's really good at it is Applestock. Mainly because we couldn't even beat a couple of crabs.
That's it's a common problem. We also released an unknown forgotten god onto the world. I don't really think our capabilities in a fight against crabs are really true. I don't think our potential is truly accurately measured against crabs.
I thought you said we weren't going to mention that again.
We don't lose, and it's fine, and we will be fine, and it will all work out in our favor as it has continued to do. It's kind of like the main characters of the world or something, you know? Like, we're obviously the most important people alive. We're the greatest pirates sailing the sea. Yes, Lewin?
Captain, it occurs to me that there might be a way that we can obtain both. This VH fellow's head, as well as the gold. What if? No, I don't suppose the fiduciary order really has any reason to play fair. If you were to challenge them to a duel, chances are, if you were to show up at the doorstep and challenge them to a duel, they would pull all of their forces ready to ambush you. But if all of their forces are focused on you, then maybe Applestock and a small group of us can get the gold while you're keeping distracted.
Are you suggesting that I'm the bait?
I'm okay with being the bait.
With great respect. And also, I think it is your turn to be the bait. I know I've been the bait. I'm pretty sure we've used Applestock as the bait before.
Mhm.
Plenty of
Valid
time.
just went last as the bait.
So the good news is, as the captain, I don't have to be the bait.
Well, if you think about it, wouldn't you want to be in the papers heading an army of pirates against the fiduciary order and winning?
That is my lifelong dream, yes.
So if we are you and me, which I think we are the two that are better suited for melee combat, even though our record isn't too great.
Our record is perfect.
Okay,
Actually,
Captain.
we're not dead, and we always win.
Barely. We would it would make more sense for you and me to head this attack while Lewin and Applestock and maybe a choice of them who will go with them, or maybe we hire more sneakies.
Well, we got Millie. Millie is probably sneaky like Applestock.
She ran away.
From
Did
what?
she not?
At
When-
that moment, you hear a knock on the door.
I will open it. Hello.
It's Millie.
I'll
With a
close
tray.
the door.
And then I
Please
reopen it.
settle.
What? We were talking about her. It doesn't seem right to do it in front of
don't,
us.
you
We're
don't
talking
tell.
about me?
You don't.
Oh.
And I open it back up.
No,
Why are
we
we
were.
talking about me? Here's dinner.
Oh, apologies for closing the door. You thank you so much, little Millie.
We just were saying you
The
have
oldest.
sneaky capabilities
And how you ran away.
because you're small.
I didn't run away. I ran towards, and I'm small
Yes,
compared to some. And she kind of looks up and further up at the tall folk.
compared to
But-
me, Lewin, and Valar,
Yes,
and the rest of the crew.
but I wouldn't say I'm sneaky.
It's fine.
Exactly.
We'll
What?
figure it out.
What
Don't
is
you
your?
need to shake your head like that, Billy.
Look. I would never take you on some of my shenanigans because you were kind of loud.
Kind of loud.
Well, that's useless.
Oof. What is your talents, Millie?
Are you good at anything?
Captain.
Try the food. It's really good. I promise.
It's an honest question.
It does smell good. It smells like gumbo.
Oh, my mouth watered.
God.
Do I think
I would-
Cled has any ability at making gumbo, or do I feel like this was more Millie than it was?
I mean,
Right.
he's made a seafood stew before. This smells better.
I'm gonna take a bite of it.
It's good. It's not like spectacular, but it's a lot better than Cled's.
Y'all, this is probably gonna be the best food we've had in about 3 months, besides last night.
Great. We can make Cled help Valar with the cleaning then, if Millie's got the cooking.
I
Great.
can cook. I can order things, keep books straight. I would help my mother with the baking. I would help my father with the woodworking. I don't particularly care for woodworking. The sand.
Okay, but
It
what
gets
if-
in my hair.
But it is calming.
what about tangible pirate skills?
Mm.
Can you fight? Can you steal? Can
Well-
you play music that inspires others?
I
What?
could try the last one, but it might
What-
just inspire them to run away.
Okay, so what do you do? How can I best use you for the benefit of the crew and the ship?
Well, would you want to learn if you don't do anything of the nature? I'm willing to teach all the time.
Make an insight check, whoever would like to.
Yeah, I'll do that.
I want to
Okay,
know
cool.
what.
I
my-
came for Gen Con, so I'm trying to find my dice. I couldn't find it
Sibling
before we
wants
started. Now I
to-
gotta.
I assume that's a wisdom-based insight check.
Or charisma.
Oh, I'm doing that. I am doing that.
What did you just do to yourself?
I smashed my finger against my mic. Like I
It's like
pinched
a
it.
roll and then just like wince real bad.
I'm gonna use my new dice that I got from a friend who makes dice.
I got a 15.
I got 13.
Hold on.
I got an 11.
You said insight. What were you using with the insight?
Wisdom or charisma.
Oh yes, charisma, because I'm terrible.
Yeah.
at charisma. Okay, that would be 11 also for me.
She seems fairly. She's clearly like good at things like managing a household, but she seems, every time you mention, like, do you want to learn how to fight? Do you want to learn how to steal? She seems a little nervous.
Oh. Well, if you want to, one of us can teach you. You don't have to necessarily fight. You can support and aid. When you did indeed run away, you were moving really fast. And I am the only healer, as far as I'm concerned, on the boat.
Hey,
Maybe
I healed you.
you yell at us and somehow we feel better. That is impressive.
Yes.
Sorry.
I see the cheese squad survived,
Survived?
but I don't know what it is.
What's that?
I have no idea.
Well, we are.
Oh, it's
If
a
you-
raid. If it's
Oh.
on Twitch, I can see it. Hello, thank you for the raid. I was so confused.
Oh, yes. Thank you for the raid.
Congrats on surviving, cheese squad.
If you would like, I could teach you how to heal, which would also mean that my god would get another person worshiping her. That would be amazing.
Isn't your god the god of cleaning?
But she also teaches me how to heal. And she can cook very well. My god is multi-purpose.
Oh, what if we made Millie the ship's doctor?
We could do that.
Do we have one of those, or do we?
No, it's me.
So we should. Okay.
Yes. Which is, yeah.
Which is not saying much, by the way.
Okay, so we need to get a ton of money, and then we can go buy a bunch of books about the whole healing and everything.
Well, I have it all up here in my noggin.
Okay, but not everyone can keep it all up here in their noggin. You know,
I'll
some
write it
people-
down.
Sure. I just feel like there's also other, because you can only do magic.
But
so
my thing is that
often.
we are broke. So
Listen, but we're successful pirates. We can find work. I'm sure we'll pass by a ship that we can just kind of explode and take their money, and then we can go buy some potions, which
the
I've been
last
thinking about
time,
investing in.
the last time you did that, one of us was still on the boat. Are you gonna make sure that we're not on the boat next time?
Just don't board the other ship while our cannons are firing. I feel like that's a general rule.
Millie has set down the tray and is sort of backing away, and then.
Oh,
wait, you're
Millie.
talking about me. What were you saying about me?
Well, we
I was-
were trying to come up with some plans, but and maybe utilizing you. But look. In the meantime, maybe think about what you want. I know you haven't really had much time to do that, but at least for now, if you want, maybe you can take some lessons with me so you can defend yourself if you ever end up in a sticky situation. Least I can do is teach you how to hide really well, since you're not so good at it.
Great, thanks.
If
Charlie.
you want to worship a foreign, forgotten, unknown god or whatever, Lewin is like prophet or something. Lewin could probably get you a sweet deal on some magical powers.
Oh, yes. It's actually quite easy if you'd like to learn how. First, you just have to find this old forgotten god, and then you have to offer it your soul a little bit, I think. I'm not exactly sure of the situation that's going on. I do feel a little funny, though.
It only works about 50% of the time, though, because I did the exact same thing and I didn't get anything from it.
You offer to God your soul, Trilly.
I'm like, maybe. I don't know. Either my soul's bad or I just don't have one, but they didn't take it, nor did I get any powers.
Either my soul's bad or I just don't have one.
You know what, Applestock? We should unpack that later. That feels like something we should probably have a longer conversation about and give it its own time.
No,
However,
Applestock Moon walks out of the room upon addressing any emotions.
Captain, though, do you need anything else? I can, and I'm assuming there's a wardrobe happening. Fold your laundry, make your bed.
No, I think Elizabeth's room is probably still pretty neat because Sophia was probably here not that long ago. So Elizabeth hasn't had the time to just make everything an absolute disaster the way that she normally has it, just because we weren't away.
Two captains in a
Give it a
train.
couple days.
Well, okay, sorry.
KSSING.
Balance your books.
Don't. So here's the thing, Millie. Don't ever, under any circumstances at all, touch anything inside of this room. Do not organize it. Do not clean it. Do not touch it. Valar will tell you why, and also share in your anxiety and frustration about it.
I found other ways. He like whispers in her ear.
Well, then I'll just be off. Cled's found me a hammock, and Trilly, we'll talk later about you giving your soul to random gods, okay?
It might be bad. It might not be.
And she's
But
going
we'll
to
talk
head out and very politely close
Billy,
the door.
before you leave, it just occurred to me. You can also offer your soul to a demon lord if that is preferable to you.
Loon's
I
got a
haven't
connection.
done that.
Loon's got a connection.
I do. He's my father.
Oh God.
Grimace, smile, and like close the door. Like, thanks for the offer. In practice, she's probably best suited to be an apothecary, a cook, or potentially with some training, a healer.
Apothecary / healer feels right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna since.
So what is? So I have a question because every DM answers differently. Could like any four of us train someone to do what we do, like slowly over time?
Yes. So typically, you recruit a follower, and you can spend gold to do so. But they're usually not adventurers in the same way that original 5th edition has sidekicks.
Yeah.
A follower is usually like an apothecary can help you with poison versus poisons and medicines.
Okay.
Cook can give you warm meals over a campfire. You can have a diviner follow you around. You can have an interpreter. So if you don't speak a language, you have someone that you can hire to do so. And there's a gold price, and then you can spend money to sort of, and there's other ways you can kind of upgrade them.
I forgot sidekicks were a thing mechanically in D&D 5e.
They are technically a thing, and I've had a game with a very beloved one, but I like followers more.
I like A5e's followers better, so buy Level Up A5e.
Hey.
Level Up
Not
5e.
or anything. Totally.
The book is amazing.
Right there.
It's wonderful. Look
And
at
also
us.
these, holy shit.
Yes.
There's
Sorry,
two.
choose my language. There's 2 of them.
2 bookmarks, because you know the people who made these books play a lot of role-playing games.
Yes.
You need minimum 2.
And they're really pretty. It matches the books.
It does. They're pretty orange. Ooh.
Arcasta got the books this last week.
He looks so bitter, Kurt. Did you not get your book
We
yet?
have so many books.
They are trapped in my PO box until I test negative.
Oh, buddy.
Oh yeah, send.
I just got there today.
Oh,
Fell to the COVID,
So sorry.
but yes, we got here right. Followers, yeah. So she could potentially also be trained to be a squire, but she's a little bit more anxious about that possibility.
she is my follower.
She is your follower.
Mechanically.
I was about to say I have way too many already, so I can't do it. But I'm.
I got a follower at level 5 as a marshal. Just saying. And that we decided on Millie, and Millie, I think we're gonna pay some money to get Millie some apothecary and like basic healing supplies when we have the money and are in port again. That's the plan for Millie, I think.
Yes, there was a kitty, wasn't there? They meowed.
Oh, that's mine. Yeah, that's my cat.
Jenny! Oh my gosh, we haven't seen you.
That's him.
Oh.
Look at
That's
the
Leopold.
presents.
Hi,
Oh.
Leopold.
Hey, buddy.
I miss my little floof.
Where's your floof?
I had my best friend watch him, and I'm not gonna be able to get him till Wednesday.
Oh.
Oh.
Yes. Otherwise, he probably will be up here trying to eat my dice again because that's what cats do.
Apparently. So. But yes, your intrusion done. You do appear to have some kind of gumbo with. There's vegetables in this? You don't have vegetables on board this ship. Where did she find these?
Hmm.
She obviously brought them from home.
Hold on.
She might have brought them from home.
Velar's confused because he's the one who's in charge of looking after all of the stuff we have. There are no vegetables.
But it's nice.
Listen, I love vegetables. I really do. They're good for the body.
You surprise me every day.
I like to imagine that Elizabeth is actually like surprisingly healthy, even though the rest of her life is a mess.
Oh.
So I think we've gotten as far as planning that the captain would be a diversion while the sneakier ones.
I don't know if a full-on pirate army attack is a diversion per se. Valor, I do like the idea of a full-on pirate assault on the fiduciary order. That is a fantastic idea. I think that is the one we should go with. On a related note, we need more allies.
I was going to say, do you know any more pirate captains? I know 3 people that I could contact to help us with 1 healing, 2 magic, 3 someone that is better with the sword.
Are you saying I'm bad with melee weapons?
No, but Cled kind of sucks.
Cled is terrible.
Yeah. No offense to Cled. I love how he just became her punching bag.
Oh, yeah. I have him written down as awkward fall guy.
Oh God! Oh, poor Cled. I'm gonna cosplay Cled. Tell me what he looks like later.
So I can probably reach out to Gloria. It was Gloria, right, at the conclave?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can probably reach out to Gloria and maybe put some feelers out there to see who maybe is itching to get their hands on the fiduciary order. Sophia, of course, will be on our side, I'm sure. I'll write her a letter, and it will be strictly business this time.
For
Why
once.
do I feel like that is none of my business? Never mind.
I genuinely mean that. This is more important to me than a romantic rendezvous. Taking down the fiduciary order is the most important thing in the world to me, and Sophia will understand that. As should all of you.
Well, nonetheless, I will see if I can contact the 3 that I mentioned. We will need the help. And Lewin, I remember you saying that you had a connection with a cult. Would you think they would want to help us?
So, hold on. But what if we use the cult as the diversion? Like you send them into wherever the fiduciary order is and they just start preaching or something. Like you let them know that you're there because maybe your dad's angry or something and maybe wants them to get you. And you were like, oh, I'm here. And then they like raid the fiduciary order. We could potentially solve a problem of a cult that maybe wants to kill you since you now have brought another god into the world. And 2, a diversion. And maybe they could summon some demons or something.
It's possible. I haven't really tried contacting them since I broke off communication with my father, but really just depends on how fast that word spreads and how angry they are about it.
Interesting.
Well, I think we could still try, and if it is very threatening, then we tell them where you are, and then they may go and trying to infiltrate. Probably fail.
Here's an interesting question that's crossing my mind. How much of us would we need to hand over to the fiduciary order in order to collect a bounty? Like, what if a ship were to have been destroyed and there were to have been very few survivors? Would they accept?
The sea lettuce will never be destroyed. You saw.
Well, we could just fake our death.
Yes, but how would we fake the ship being destroyed and then also fake the body parts enough?
Well, I think that I know someone, maybe. One of my contacts, which is one of my... And then he pauses before he says what he's going to say. People I know.
Hold on. That was awkward even for you, Valar.
I have no idea what you are talking about, Captain.
Why'd you pause so long?
Can I make an insight check?
Oh, boy.
I want to make an insight check.
Okay.
Okay.
Can I get a vibe check too?
A vibe check.
Vibe check.
Vibe check.
Should I use wisdom or charisma?
I would rule either is appropriate here because it's a different way of figuring out which.
That's a
what's going on.
20 total. Dirty 20.
Oh boy.
I think
Do I have
Valor
to-
would charisma.
Dirty
so.
20 on the vibe check.
Okay. He seemed very... What's the word? Nervous and like a bit nostalgic about it. Like he didn't want to talk about it.
Okay.
But
Okay.
it's an option. And if we have to do it, he will do it. But, this is better yet. Very similar to right before Elizabeth told us about the other captain. Very familiar to that type of feeling.
Okay, call them. Whoever they are, I don't care. Get them here immediately.
You want me to?
Yes, I want you to do that.
Okay.
Elizabeth is messy, so she's gonna
dig into that.
have to-
So if I call
her.
Sarah knows exactly what I'm talking about. If I'm gonna be honest, rather than trying to keep a secret. We got divorced a really long time ago.
Okay.
Oh,
All right. So
it was because she was. We're talking.
Right after
She was.
you are, but it's more like a.
His cheeks get like super red. He's like, I'm talking about my ex-wife, okay?
So it's
okay.
no more. It's
Well, no,
reversed
she used
to
to.
that.
She was. I don't know if she's. It's been a long time. She used to be a criminal. I was not okay with. I was not okay with it, but it kind of knows the void now because I am now also a criminal. I don't know how far that went into her. I just think that she could help us get a fake. Will you stop it?
It's going to be hilarious when she's sort of turned over a new leaf and is no longer a criminal, but you're a criminal now, and now the shoe's on the other foot. That's going to be what. Lewin, have you ever considered being a writer? Because I feel like this would be great material if you were interested in getting into romance novels.
Honestly, fire.
Anyway.
We already got 2 crewmates. Hopefully Sarah's writing that.
Oh snap! I wrote like 500 words and I forgot to finish it.
Oh really?
Speaking of those
Actually, yes,
crewmates,
we'll put it on the website. I'll finish it and we'll put it on the website.
Heck yeah.
speaking of those crewmates, I assume they're like back on like Namdi and Sagira
They are back.
are they still doing well? This is between season 1 and season 2 question that we should have covered immediately.
A lot of
Sure,
they're
it's what
trying to be
everyone's
very
doing.
sneaky about it.
But they're still
They're being too sneaky about it to imply that they're not. So that's
okay.
what
So
happened.
they're definitely still together.
They're very trying to hide it, and
Good. And everyone just kind of lets them think that they are, but we all know.
they're being super sneaky, and everyone knows that.
I can attempt to get in contact with her, but I don't know. She kind of left our nation, so I don't know exactly where she might be.
I mean, you ended up here after leaving your nation. So,
See,
so
if she now the problem is that if she is a pirate,
that could be huge.
she
for us.
might not, because I was the one who divorced her, so she might not. If she still is in love with me, it might be on a little bit of the crazy side. If she doesn't love me, she might, I don't know, shoot me in the chest. With
Okay,
an
so
arrow.
the good news is that would be war. Just write the letter on behalf of the Flying Flynn Pirates. Just use my name. That's how you get what you want. You use my name.
Yes,
Elizabeth, Captain Elizabeth Flynn of the Flying Flynn Pirates.
So what you're saying is we can parent trap you and your ex-wife? It's a great play. It's a great play if you haven't seen it.
I also have not seen my children in a really long time.
Children. You two have children together.
You know, I feel like I'm saying too much. I think it's time that we go and clean now.
So me and one of your children are gonna swap places.
No,
And then we're gonna
no,
get you and your ex-wife together.
I regret everything. I'm going to go do just kind of speaking it.
Valor. No. Wait, hold on. I think Elizabeth follows after him and also kicks Lou in an apple stock out of her bedroom in the process. Like, okay, everybody out, let's go. Valar, hold on. Listen, as your friend first and your captain also first, I want you to know if this is too uncomfortable for you, we don't have to reach out to her. However, if it would genuinely benefit the crew and our plan, I would really appreciate it. But again, as your friend first and also your captain first, if you can't do it, you don't have to.
I am terrified of that woman.
Okay?
Imagine me, as skinny as I am. I am an elf. I am tall and lanky. Now imagine a woman 1 foot smaller, about maybe 5'6", who can bench press you and Lewin together.
Listen,
that's
attractive to me.
That's don't try and hit on my wife.
I'm not.
My ex-wife, not my.
I don't have any interest in hitting on your ex-wife. Okay, I'm just saying. She sounds fine to me. I'm not afraid of anybody, as I'm sure you figured out.
I am.
I understand. That's why we work well together. You are the fear, and I am the fearless.
That's fire. We need that on the shirt. Sorry. Okay. Okay. I will send off a letter, and I will also try and find the other 3 that I mentioned.
So you can send the letter as my first mate in the name of the Flying Flynn Pirates on behalf of Captain Elizabeth Flynn. That's how you just start the letter. It's fine. It's professional.
Honestly, if I just say that I'm a criminal, she'll probably fly here to tell me that she was right and that I suck. But I am going to do this because you are one of my greatest friends.
You're my best friend, Valar.
Don't make me cry right now. I'm trying to be sad. Not in that regard. That made no sense. My words are jumbled.
You're clearly flustered, Valar. So take Millie and teach Millie how to clean.
I will definitely do
Great.
that.
Where are you convening these people, Sophia, Valar's ex?
Honestly, the Enclave probably. I mean, that's like a neutral pirate territory.
No, it was until you had a big old bounty put on you.
Oh man, do I have to like do I have to like create a pirate stronghold on an island somewhere
That would
just
be
so that
cool.
I don't get a bounty put on my head? I
I mean,
feel
surely could, and that would be super cool. I'm just
like
pointing out that maybe you want to make sure that the Enclave is a place that is still.
oh yeah, well I would be sending letters on birds. I would not be going to a place after. See, I'm a pirate captain, and I know how pirates work. They all want that money.
Yes.
But I have allies, and I'm also clearly a big enough deal to make the fiduciary order angry. So people might not want to mess with me, or they might want to work with me. So I probably send some feelers out. I probably send a letter to Gloria, and then I send my letter to Sophia. It's all very professional. It's like, hey, Gloria, I'm sure you've seen it. I'm looking for allies. I'm gonna take them down. And Gloria probably knows my ambition
Oh
with
yeah.
her quite well as my almost replacement mother figure. And I send the letter out to Sophia like, hey, this is sort of the plan that we're leading towards. Can we meet? But not like setting anything official yet. More, putting the feelers out. Like, hey, who can we get to launch this full-on pirate assault on the fiduciary order?
Okay, do I get to choose what goes into the letter?
Oh yeah, you're writing it.
Do you want me to wait to say, or do you want me? Is it? I'm nervous for Valar. God,
I'm so excited for Valar. This is messy, and I love it.
Since it's come up, yes. What are you putting in this letter?
what? It is. He pretty much is just gonna go with what Captain said at the beginning, and then obviously he. Okay. So then after like a paragraph of the reason why they're reaching out and stuff like that, he puts Honey Bottom.
No.
I know we didn't quite actually get a full divorce, and I kind of disappeared. But I still love you, and I know that you are a very high-level criminal, and it seems I may have fell into your shoes.
Line of work.
Thank you. Hey!
It's canon that Elizabeth was just like, here. I've written these letters before. We're good. Here's some of my old drafts to Sophia.
No.
Okay, well, okay. I still look at Elizabeth. Love you. Please help, and I promise I will explain everything. Also, do me a favor and don't call me Honey Bear in front of my friends. All right. And then he'll dot it, and he'll put his signature, and he's like, we're good, I think.
Okay.
Send it off.
Sure. I
Yeah.
will ignore that last part.
What? I have no idea what you were talking about.
Right.
Yep.
Of course not.
Shut up.
Ruben, are you reaching out to your the worshippers of your father?
Yeah, I think Lewin's gonna go take a little short resting period, and then when he has rested for a short while, we'll say, I'm gonna cast Sending again. And I don't know if we've ever given a name to like the cult member that I would be in contact with.
No, I don't think we have. How does the goat's head sound?
I like that.
Cool.
I love that.
Once in a while, I name things all right on the fly. Let me write it down so I don't forget it.
Taking notes couldn't be me.
Wow. I listen, these notes are bad, but they do exist. Right. All right, yeah, we'll call him the goat's head. That feels appropriately ceremonial. Got a cool mask, horns.
Nice. And I'm going to pretend things are okay until I hear otherwise. So I'm going to say, the goat's head. This is Lewin Aubrey Morgan Baphomet, heir to the throne of hell. I need your assistance. Where on this plane can I find you?
Could I have an your choice of deception or performance? I think with intelligence.
Okay. We're gonna go deception because I have proficiency in that one. That was almost a natural 20, but it rolled onto the 8. So that is a 6 and 8 is 14.
14, huh? Okay. You get a message back. What did I name that continent? Stand by. I have to actually pull up my other notes because, like I said, I am bad at taking notes. What did I name that island? I named it. Okay. You get a message back in raspy, rattling tones. We remain at Alvin's refuge, my lord, ready to serve you and your father. Seek the deepest cleft in the middle of the island.
I'm sorry, what was the name of the island again?
It's called Alden's Refuge. It's a little off to the side, to the west of the islands proper, and it's known for being rather drier, rather rockier, and somewhat volcanic in nature.
Then I'm going to use the rest of my points and hope that we can rest again soon to say...
So yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm going to say, excellent. Prepare for my arrival. I expect things as they would be if my father were attending.
It shall be as you command, my lord.
Is there any way, can I do any kind of like insight?
Could do an insight check there.
I have. Excellent. I'm not rolling well tonight. Would that be intelligence as well, or
that one I think would be wisdom?
That's worse. That's an 11.
They don't seem to be onto you.
Good enough.
Oh no. This is bad.
Yeah, then I will I'll just sort of like rest up and wait for like the next mealtime when everyone's preparing or like gathering together.
Yes. Does Applestock go and have a heart-to-heart with their sister?
I think so, yeah. I was taking a second. Like,
I was like, I love how you thought about that for so long.
I have
wanna be a good
I
sister.
have like two things. I was like, I could do this, or I could do this, but I think I'm gonna do this first at least.
Uh-oh. She's unpacking into one of the crew hammocks, and it's very precise, of course. She's got like a bunch of different like little vials and like spices that she's lined up on the floor next to her hammock, which is so adorable because the moment you hit a wave, that's going to all just go.
Maybe you can get some magnets for those. So like,
And she catches one and it's about to fall over and
yeah, so then they'll stay in place, and then when a wave comes along, it won't all fall over.
yeah, I suppose that would work. She starts putting them back into her bag.
Yeah, or maybe we can find something else. I got, I know you don't like wood carving very much, but I'm actually pretty good at it.
New skill?
I've always been able to.
Wow.
You forget whenever I was really young, I used to sit in Dad's shop all the time.
Oh yeah, you did. You like to play with the little off bits of wood.
Mm-hmm. So I know it hasn't been too long, but how do you like the seafaring life so far?
You know her well enough, but she's shaky at it. It's great. The captain seems nice.
I promise you, she really is. She'll just threaten to throw you off the boat about 5 billion times before letting it, actually show. In fact, I think the more she threatens to throw you off the ship, the more she actually likes you.
Cled seems nice.
Oh no, she's gonna hang out with Cled.
Better not start a relationship with Cled. I'm gonna lose my crap. I swear to God.
That's so funny. Anyone hanging out with Cled is like the most absurd thought in my mind. Like it's the most impossible thing. Like the only way you can just be the biggest loser on the ship at all times is to hang out with Cled, unironically.
Yep.
That's so funny.
Yeah, Cled's great. There's also Sagira, who's really cool. I think you two would get along quite well. And there's also Mark is. Wait, did Mark die?
Yeah, I think Mark
Oh
died.
yeah,
Okay,
Mark died in
okay.
the battle last season.
Right. Whoops. Sorry, no, not Mark. Mark is not here with us anymore. But there's new Greg as well. Nyamdi, Oscar. There's a bunch of other people. I think you should expand your horizons, meet new people, that sort of thing.
Who is the bounty hunter?
Well, that's what I'm here to do.
What was his name?
Malvar.
Malvar, because he's not in like the crew list, but he is part of the crew. He was
Yes.
also helping Cled in the kitchen.
I think he's probably graduated from that at this point. I feel like that's where everyone starts.
I guess now he's helping Bach with the cannons. Probably.
He's developed a real talent for maintaining ballistae.
Great.
Makes sense. It's not dissimilar from a bow.
Yeah, or Malvar. Malvar's really cool. We got in a little bit of tiff whenever we first met, but here's the thing, Millie. I think this is just your starting off point. You just left home, and to find something that you immediately like as soon as you leave, it's kind of hard. You just gotta find a place first, and then once you find something you're comfortable with, then you take it a run. But in the meantime, it's gonna be a lot of experimenting and learning and trying out new things. But
Millie flops back in her hammock and just.
I know, right? It's kind of annoying to get advice from your youngest sibling, huh?
But she like reaches over a hand and like ruffles your hair.
Mm-hmm. And then I'm going to pull down on the hammock and try to.
You hear a couple of whispers. Shh.
Oh, y'all quit it. But look, hey, if you want, you can come stay up with me in the crow's nest. The stars are real pretty.
Oh, you sleep in the crow's nest.
Look, no, I promise. I actually brought like a lot of pillows up there, so it's like really fluffy up there.
She's going to like kind of give you like a very fond but very exasperated look, and then like when she still has her hand on your head, she's gonna like just lean over and give you like a little smooch on the hair. Go to bed, Trilly.
All right. You let me know whenever you want to have that talk about all that whole new God giving away my soul stuff. Okay, bye.
Tomorrow. I'm tired.
Okay, bye.
And then I think Trilly is actually gonna work on some notes. I realized reading my character sheet. Remember, always read your character sheet.
Oh, read your character sheet. Especially,
I
there's so much on it.
There's so much stuff that could actually help you out. I do have with my Marauder background. I have allies and informants. I have like I can get up to like the free service of 8 bandits.
I love that.
So allies and informants occasionally give you tips about the whereabouts of poorly guarded loot. After a few such scores, you may gain the service of up to 8 bandits. I feel like with all the fiduciary stuff, it's not like traditional, like looting and getting things, but like other like getting other information and doing other stuff. And I'm wondering if like with my old criminal organization with fun, I can like reach out to them and maybe ask for assistance as well with all of this going on.
Yes. What was the name of your fun contact?
I was looking at my notes.
Or something?
Leaf? I think it was.
Yeah.
I had a feeling it was something with an L because we met them last season.
I think it was just Leaf.
Yes.
I think so, yeah.
I think we all agreed was not like
they gave us a coin.
They did.
They gave Elizabeth a coin, I think, for a meeting, and then we left because it was.
Yeah. I
super
also have like a coin like that too, right? Just like on, yeah.
Yeah, and you would know where to send a seagull to see if Leaf and potentially anyone else might be interested.
Yeah, I'll definitely write that out of like big potential score, reaching out for like help and things like that. And then whenever I'm done writing the note, I would take the coin and then put the paper on top and kind of like do the like just rub the charcoal over it so the imprint of the coin is on there. And then I would sign it Trilly.
In that same vein, because I have a feat as well. It's my adventures and advancement, and I think it's from my sailor background. Just tell me if it like would apply, I guess. If I used it more so to try and gain allies rather than people trying to collect my bounty. Once they know, like, hey, the word's out there that we're gonna take them down. My adventures and advancement feat says, after I have a few naval exploits under my belt, my fame makes sailors eager to sail under me. And it says we can hire a ship's crew at half the usual price. But could I leverage that in a way that everyone knows who we are? That's a naval exploit. I mean, I'm
Yep.
sure rumors of our battle with Sophia have probably gone out there now, and then like our stuff with the fiduciary order. Could I like leverage that into allies with Gloria? Like, hey, just let them know the person who did these things.
I think it's definitely a factor on one side of the scales. The other side of the scales has 14,000 gold on it, though. So
Yeah, but think about how much we could take. Because they've got to have more than just 14,000 gold, right? They're the fiduciary order.
well,
They don't
that's
have
the
credit cards. They don't have credit cards. They have coin purses.
coin purses. Yes. So
I put that in the letter to Gloria. Hey, it's all physical. It's got to be somewhere, right?
it's got to be somewhere. Yes. So you must, but where remains unknown. So where are you sailing this evening?
Well, we were leaving the Toss Cobbles.
You were
place.
leaving the Toss Cobbles, yes. The Toss Cobbles are way out on Kieran, so.
Any chance you could pull up the map for us? Great
Oh.
benevolent DM.
Let me see if I can, in fact, do that, because I bet I can. Let me get you a little.
I'm
Well,
not sure. I'm not
I
sure
also-
where we would go right
I
now.
also sent pigeons or whatever they call out to my 3 followers. By the way,
I was imagining seagulls.
seagulls. Thank you. In my head, I don't know why I thought of. I don't know.
Cool.
No,
sea
they should
pigeons.
just be pigeons. We don't know where they came from.
No.
Squat.
What?
So we're leaving Kieran.
Yes. Wow.
Which
Spoke to everybody, not just you guys.
which one is where the fiduciary order was?
So the fiduciary order has bases. Let me zoom out a little bit on this.
The one that we went to.
You went here to Panatoa on Veraldin,
Gotcha.
but they've got a presence at pretty much any of the major cities down in this lower quadrant.
Mhm.
A little bit out here. They probably have like small enclaves here and here. And then much further north, they come through once or twice a year, and they're really not welcome at the Twins because this is the enclave of the high tide.
Okay.
So they're not so much, and they're not super popular in the Northlands either.
Okay, I imagine we'd probably start sailing north then. At least like in the direction of the Twins. I know it would take us days at least to get there, but that would probably be the direction that I start us in. But I think we're taking it sort of at like a leisurely pace. I've probably got like Malvar and Bach on guard and ready to go. Just because you never know when someone might, try their luck. But I'm not really sure what we're doing until we hear back. I know Sophia would probably get the impression that if we were going to meet, it would be near the Twins.
Likely, yeah. Assuming the Twins not like actively everyone's going to try and jump you when you get there, the Twins, it would be the logical spot to meet.
And I would wait to hear back from Gloria, because in that letter it would probably say, hey, are we in danger if I come there right now? So we would like probably sail at a slower pace than normal. And then feel it out and wait for like a response. And the worst case scenario, I guess we would probably dock, like if we hadn't heard back yet or anything, maybe near like Grisax or something. I don't know. That feels like right. That feels like okay enough.
Grisak's pretty uninhabited, yeah.
Then yes, that is absolutely where we would go. Also, maybe it's real estate for our pirate fortress.
Yes.
And I definitely would have told the captain and the rest of the crew about the cult being at Alden's Refuge,
Oh,
and that they don't seem to be in on my deception yet.
Yes.
okay. And you're certain about that, Lewin?
They addressed me with all proper niceties. The goat's head appeared to be unaware. I do know that there's not, a whole lot of direct communication between them and Baphomet. My father's a fairly busy individual, so if we got there, before too long, we might be able to be safe there still.
Okay. Should we reach out to Brother Horace? Maybe find out if he's got any more information about maybe where they keep the money?
Well, we certainly might. We could also try talking to Malvar over there. If they have experience being a bounty hunter, they may know where to pick up bounties from the
That's
order.
fair. Yes,
Or they may know of bounty hunters who don't particularly agree
with the order.
Right, with yes.
Those are both incredible ideas. This is why you two are here.
I'm going to wave over to Malvar. Oh, no, I'm sorry. I was not going for it.
Hi, beach pedal.
I bet until the next morning after the
I also reached out to Fun and see if anybody would be interested there.
Okay. Great. Hopefully they don't feel slighted that we didn't show up to a meeting with them, but I'm sure they would understand we were being attacked.
I mean, crime knows crime,
Crime knows crime. Crime knows crime. Okay. Malvar.
Captain? And
Come here.
So bound down the where he was polishing with the ballista and stride over to you. He's gotten substantially more tan in the past few months.
So we're currently working on gathering, I would say, military power in order to face the fiduciary order in head-to-head combat.
Well, you've got my bow, you know that.
Yes, of course. Do you know any other bounty hunters who maybe are not so keen on the order and would maybe be interested in a payday as we take them down and then also loot and pillage?
He thinks for a moment. And then, well, it's a solitary profession, I'm sure you understand, but maybe. There's one woman, a poisoner.
Okay. As long as she's not a necromancer like the one we killed on Sophia's ship, we're good. No necromancers. Only Lewin's allowed to do that. Lewin, try not to do that, though. It's kind of creepy. Okay, Malvar, do you know where perhaps we could, I don't know, fake our deaths and collect a bounty from the fiduciary order? / would you have any knowledge that would potentially help us fake our deaths and collect a bounty from the fiduciary order?
Well, faking a death's not hard. It's just usually easier if the person that you're trying to fool doesn't come and actually inspect the bodies. I don't think that's your situation.
So, but what if, we do fake our deaths? Maybe you could, claim it and be a spy for us. You also get paid, and then your crappy boss will give you respect. And if she does try to steal your, bounties, we could just.
Hold on. Crappy boss? Did you say I was a crappy boss?
No, not you, the other one, the bounty lady.
Oh, she was not my boss, more of a contractor.
Oh,
Her name's Wyatt, and
They obviously had intimate relations once.
Did
Melvar,
he not deny that? I was about to say.
Melvar, is this your ex-girlfriend or something? A fling?
no,
No?
you don't sleep with a poisoner unless you're very, very brave.
Oh, so you're not very, very brave.
Would you want to sleep with someone whose entire assassination thing is contact poisons?
Have you
I
met?
did marry a murderer. Anyway, moving on.
You're all insane. I know this. No, I spoke with her fairly briefly.
Okay. That's fine.
But if she's seen the bounty that you talk about, you may meet her without me contacting you at all.
Okay, so yeah, contact her and let her know that you work for us now as part of the crew.
So you're offering more than what she'd get to kill you.
Yes.
Yes, because we're going to take more than they have. We're going. So Melvar, let me make this perfectly clear. We're going to take everything from them.
But you're recruiting lots more people. So
She
her
will
share will be smaller.
imagine
but
how much money the fiduciary order has. I can make sure she gets a share of 14,000. 15,000, since it is technically more.
Can we go up to 16? I don't like odd numbers.
Okay, 16,000.
Okay.
He seems skeptical, but oh,
Don't tell her where we are, though, obviously, in case she doesn't agree.
he nods and goes off to write a
Oh, wait.
letter.
Malvar, before you head out, can you come here real quick, just down here? Could you, I think you're really cool, and I think you and Millie would get along quite nicely.
Oh my god.
Could you go up and talk to her? She is a little shy, and I just want to help her with
You are not
making
setting up your sister with a
connections.
bounty hunter right now.
I'm not setting her up. I'm trying to make her friends.
I don't know. I got the impression that Mallory clearly got.
I got a lot of impressions in a very short period of time.
Oh, also, Malvar, are you liking it on the ship? Are you content as part of the crew? Is there something I could do to improve your quality of life as your captain?
Who are you and what have you done with Captain Flynn?
I'm not saying I'm going to do it. I would just like to know.
Okay, there we go. No, everything's fine. If I
So you're not thinking of like mutiny or anything? There is no like mutiny being planned, right? Because I still do carry a big axe around.
you
and I've
watch
never-
as the face of an elf who very clearly remembers being chained in his underclothes in the brig while you carved a bird into his chest. No mutiny that I know of, Captain.
Great. So I'm glad that my ability to intimidate my own crew continues.
Yes, it does.
Great.
As you can tell.
I'm scary enough to deter mutiny. That feels like a great life accomplishment. All right, we're doing great, folks.
Doing great.
Okay. So
If you try to date my sister, I will murder you. Just be her friend.
Wow.
oh boy, that's
Okay.
hey, Applestock.
We
Hold
have
on.
another book.
Applestock, we need to talk about that.
What?
So here's the thing. I understand that Millie is your sibling.
Yeah.
They need to be allowed to make their own terrible choices.
No,
Just like you.
I know that. I just.
Millie needs to find her own Sophia or Valar's ex-wife.
No, probably not,
Or-
man.
Or Lewin's Harold.
I just realized that Trilly is the type of little sister that will shank a boyfriend.
Sad.
Well, okay, all right. So, none
Don't
of
worry.
those are all like the best like examples of healthy relationships,
I'll have you know, me and Sophia are doing wonderfully.
and that is
Before I find out
wonderful.
about
But there's a lot of like history there, and I'm so glad that you two have found your way, and that's wonderful and fantastic. But if Millie were to get in a relationship, I'm not gonna meddle with it. I ain't gonna do that. But you know, like the thing that other people have going on our ship, like that sweet little relationship,
Namdi and Sagira.
Namdi and Sagira, like that's goals for my sister because they deserve the best.
You hear a thud as Namdi drops a belay pin on his foot.
So, and we just definitely ignore it.
We just
So
keep getting
Malvar is not the best then.
Well, I just want Millie to make connections.
Okay, so what about Cled? Millie seems to really hit it off with Cled.
Fam.
I
got out of
just
character. No.
don't want Millie to limit herself right away. I mean, bless his heart, Cled is Cled.
You did not. Oh, bless his heart. You did not.
My goodness gracious.
And if Millie decides to be real good friends with Cled, bless her heart too. But I would like her to expand out on the ship, and whoever she chooses as her friend or whatever else, I don't even know.
Do you know the one elf that Valar kept knocking off of Sophia's ship during the battle? We could introduce him to Millie.
I don't know about that either,
Wait,
but we'll.
I'm sure he could use a friend. I don't
cave
still-
his.
Definitely had.
I don't
Kind
think
of
I've
caved
talked
his chest in though, so he might not still be
I'll talk to Sophia.
okay.
Millie will have friends on 2 pirate crews. Think about that. Going from only knowing your family inside of a cave system to having friends on 2 pirate crews. That would be a big win for Millie.
Yeah.
I mean, you probably have friends over on Sophia's ship. You sailed there. It would-
Sure, yeah. This one's a lot better. But anyway, let's keep on going.
I am
figuring
the
out.
better pirate captain. That is true. Somewhere, Sophia.
So when
gets angry.
Sophia's like just feels like an itch on the back of her neck. It's
Agree.
Yeah.
100%. Yes.
Absolutely. We don't ever send anybody other than Cled over there, and Sophia is constantly like mad at Elizabeth for it. Like, come on, you gotta have somebody else who we can use for this. And it's like, nope, sorry, this is the only one I could spare.
I wouldn't mind.
great for Clyde. It's been very enriching, or so he claims.
I wouldn't mind going over there and cleaning other things for a little bit and coming back.
Yeah, Valor goes and cleans the ship, and then Sophia gets mad about it the way that Elizabeth gets mad about it.
Oh yeah, her room is terrible. Correction. Her room is awful.
Yeah, it
We
is.
slept for about a day without too much incident, but on the second, you're passing around the other. You're getting a little kind of close to Endura, and there's some fishing boats out, just little sloops, little like single sail situations. And when they see you, they turn and start heading for the mainland very quickly.
I think they're going to go. What's the word? Snitch.
Yep. Should we
Kill them.
them?
These are very clearly farming boats.
Oh
They're
no.
fishing.
We could dock, and they might actually be going to celebrate us because we've clearly enriched their lives with trade.
I don't think.
Either
that's-
way, they certainly seem to know of our reputation. So
Your ship appears to be recognizable now, yes.
Oh,
Might
that
have
feels
to
so good.
lettuce in the-
Please tell me we got like a bard song or something about the sea lettuce.
Oh, I hope
Oh my god.
Oh, I
That'd be
hope so.
wonderful.
That could
Uh-oh.
be arranged.
Oh shoot.
I'm so
Yes,
excited.
please.
It's called We Never Lose because we never lose.
Oh my god. Jesus.
Never.
Okay.
So I could come up with it. Might be to a Sea of Thieves. They're good tunes. Yes. Are you letting them go, or are you?
I think we should not. I think we should not. Sorry.
We should kill them, is what you're saying, Bella.
No, I don't think we should kill him.
What should we do?
I think maybe send somebody out, be like, hey, don't say anything.
Let's shoot up a flare or something. I guess that's like a warning
Well, I could summon Honeycomb too, and
to.
we could intimidate them by saying, "You tell anyone, and we will hurt you." Politely.
Wait, I can
We can trade.
I can hop off the ship and do that dragonfly thing and get over
Right.
there.
You can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me
Go
too.
figure out if they're running from us in fear.
Or they.
Or-
Okay.
I can check in. I can check in with them.
Would
Get-
you want me to come with you with Honeycomb too?
Can you get over there yourself? Because I guess I could maybe try to carry you.
Well, no. Honeycomb too can fly.
Oh,
You two can fly.
I think so. Let me look at the spell correctly, because I don't know if I had to choose it between flying or swimming.
I can also carry 2 bulky items.
I
Oh my god, you actually probably could.
carry me.
I can
Oh,
carry
yeah.
you, or at least Honeycomb too.
Okay, it just depends on the steed, and it's up to the DM. If I
I
can,
think that Honeycomb 2 can probably not swim, or not fly, but can swim. That
Okay.
feels more thematic for a plant.
okay, well,
There's plenty of underwater plants, not a lot of flying plants.
I'll get a flight plan will be terrifying. Holy crap! Well, I can. Honeycomb too can swim very fast, and also fish is their favorite food.
All right, let's go. And Applestock's gonna start at the crow's nest and kind of just like leap off.
It's a
Dragonfly.
beautiful day. It's like sunny, skies are blue, water's blue. You're far enough north that it's not super hot anymore. Very
Millie
crisp.
Millie doesn't know Applestock can also fly now.
Yeah, you hear a what the
Beep 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 beep. And-
Applestock leaps out of the crow's nest.
and I'll summon the full version of Honeycomb too. Now that I think about it, that is kind of terrifying that a bush with eyes is coming towards you, but it'll be okay.
Yeah, it is terrifying. Fortunately, I think by any metric, Applestock gets there first.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
Fly over. It looks to be a little crew of 3 small fishing vessels, and it seems to be humans on board, who are looking up at you. They're often they're heavily tattooed and are looking up at you with undisguised alarm.
I think Applestock, trying to not seem so threatening, would like at flying over kind of use that little glide down to sort of just kind of be on their level whenever like they kind of show up and go, hey, y'all mind if I just like park right here real quick?
She's smaller than I thought. Yeah, no kidding. You come from you don't look much like a pirate, Missy.
Oh, I do get that a lot. I most certainly am, but I just wanted to check in with y'all and make sure everything's all good here.
Please tell me I come out slowly behind them out of the water.
Yes.
Honeycomb too.
Everyone is looking at the little halfling that just showed up, and then there's this plant.
And I'll just poke my head out. Hello.
Oh,
One of the
don't
guys
be
actually
alarmed.
falls over into like a bucket of fish. It's like the little trout go everywhere. Like,
Don't be alarmed. We have different ways of traveling. My name's Applestock. You can also call me Trilly. And this is my friend, Beach Petal. We're both pirates on this ship over here, but I think we like to think of ourselves more as like pirate for the people and like against like the orders that be, like the fiduciary order and all that stuff. But we wanted to just check in and make sure that, you keep our visage under wraps, that sort of thing.
we don't want any trouble, Miss.
No trouble. We could
No,
trade.
no.
Trade?
Yes. Again, we are pirates for the people. If you don't be on our bad side anyway.
So extortion. Okay, what do you want?
No. We are legitimately
no.
trading. I have things.
Pulls out a bag.
Yeah, no, Applestock pulls out a pair of wooden clogs that
See?
she has been working on.
That is so cute.
Shut
Oh
up.
my god.
Valar might shed a tear.
I never told you, Valar, but I know how to wood carve too. Maybe we can work on something together.
I have a lot of leather and wood. We can definitely work on things together.
Yeah, that'd be fun. But
I've
see,
read
I
some
got
of-
this kind of stuff here.
Okay. That's
So
just-
you're giving us a pair of shoes to not claim a $10,000 reward or a share of it, probably.
Oh, no. We're actually just interested in just trading goods and stuff. I mean, I could throw some gold on there too, but like not 10,000. But honestly, we would just want to keep on doing what we're doing and take all the fiduciary order secrets and kind of spread them out for the people so everybody else benefits and not like the governmental system that be and controls and kind of takes advantage of that sort of resource and knowledge.
Make a persuasion check and with your choice of ability, because that was great.
That was fire.
You said a persuasion check with what?
Persuasion check. Your choice. I could see a case for intelligence, wisdom, charisma.
Okay. We'll do wisdom. That one's my highest. That's gonna be 18.
One of the sailors does like they did cut the rate on the smelt a couple weeks back. Remember that? Yeah, it was mackerel the year before. So you're trying to spit in their eyes, so to speak.
Oh yeah, sure. I mean, like you saw those wings I had earlier. I climbed up the top of the building and I just spread all these flyers around about how bad the fiduciary order is. You know what they say, and I say the phrase that I came up with, the catchphrase of they put the in fiduciary.
Oh boy.
There's a couple of chuckles that stifled from the folks.
Even Honeycomb too just
I did that. That's still not.
Well, if you would like, I have a whole bunch of pans. He starts pulling out leather pans that he's made. If you are willing to give some of those fish so Honeycomb can eat, that would be nice.
That thing eats meat?
Just fish.
The guy who tripped over the fish buckets just like nudges some of the fish that got out towards Honeycomb too.
Super sharp.
And a tongue that just kind of just dragged the fish into the mouth.
Yeah. Guys gonna be very cautiously take the pants. Like that was, what the heck was that? The clogs are very nice, but we're usually barefoot on board the ships. You know how it is.
Oh, I got a wooden duck whistle.
I love
One of
you,
the women who has really like cool chin tattoos. What?
Yeah, if you blow into it, it makes like a duck call.
Quack. Quack. Quack.
Quack.
Quack. Quack.
Quack, 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 quack.
And you see, you hear one of the other guys go, Lola, no. Lola, no. Lola, yes. Quack, quack.
Quack, 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 quack.
You don't think. Make an insight check.
Okay.
By the way, the quacking is one of my ticks, so I kind of activated.
Insights wisdom. That's just gonna be an 11.
Yeah, you don't think they're gonna snitch on you.
Okay, cool.
Based on the quack, quack.
Here, and I'll leave the clogs here, and as Applestock kind of sets them down, in each shoe, just gonna leave like 10 gold each. So just like sneak 20 gold in there, also as like a thank you, but not trying to like flaunt it around as well.
Oh yeah, I forgot about this. I have to do it because I'm a herald. He'll put out 3 pamphlets. I forgot about it, and he just kind of slide him over.
You're religious? This is a god of cleaning.
Yes.
I'm gonna slide one of the slide of hand slide one of the fiduciary like pamphlets that I threw so long ago, just like into the middle of one of the pamphlets.
Well, this is very nice, sir.
Yes. If you want someone to be able to worship and help you with all of your cleaning habits, while also taking care of your children in a very maid-like way, Wither Jane is the way to go.
I should have named your god Dr. Bronner.
Oh my god. Can we change it? Sorry.
No, but that's when you say you have a pamphlet. That's what I imagine is those soap bottles. Like
some of the herald abilities allows me to do that very well. And so like I was like, I might as well just hop into it.
they're confused, but they're in a charmed way. And the captain, the person steering, takes the pamphlet kind of hesitantly. The ship's not especially clean.
That's gross.
While this interaction is happening on the fishing boat, I think Elizabeth is just like standing there at the edge of the ship, like staring off at this scene far away, and is standing like next to Lewin. You know, Lewin, I don't think those two are the best representatives of what we stand for as pirates.
Somehow, Captain, I agree with you.
How are you? How are you doing, Lewin? You doing okay? You look a little bit frazzled all the time.
I hear things in my head, and it feels like my body is changing. But other than that, I'm very well. Thank you for asking, Captain.
Okay.
How are you? I'm sorry. I'm still getting used to customs. It's polite to ask how you're doing as well after you ask how I'm doing.
Oh, you don't have to do that.
Well, no, I very much would like to know, Captain. How are you doing? I know you've just reunited with Sophia, and that must be very exciting for a human.
Yeah, I suppose it is very exciting for me, a human. Yeah, things are great with Sophia. They're great. I can't help but worry constantly about what is happening over there as I watch Valar and Stock I just see like arms move, and I'm like, I
I see
don't
the shoes that have come out at this point.
are those clogs?
Somehow, I don't believe they are telling them that the world is ending, Captain.
Was that what they were supposed to tell them?
Well, it's what we should be telling everyone. The world is ending.
Hey, Lewin, so remember like 30 seconds ago when I asked you if you were doing all right?
Yeah.
I don't think you're doing all right.
I mean,
So the world isn't ending. Do you know that? Why do you think the world?
we've unleashed an elder evil upon this plane that will not stop, it will not sleep, it will not rest for a moment until life as we know it has been fundamentally changed to suit its needs and the material plane's needs and not our own. It considers us a virulent plague.
Interesting. So then why did it give you powers?
I think that's where my soul comes in, Captain.
Okay, so but here's the thing. If only you and like half of a fraction of or none of Applestock's soul belong to this thing. If you just stop believing in it, would you die? Like would it just like claim your soul and your life as forfeit and then send like a bunch of evil monsters like the Craftopie that we fought? Or
To be honest, Captain, I'm not sure. I don't know if I have the privilege to not believe it. You know,
Are you-
Valor hasn't ever seen his god, but we saw that thing. It's real whether I wish to believe it or not.
That's a good point. I also know that it is very real. Are you happy worshiping this thing, or do you feel fulfilled? Do you feel complete?
Captain, can we go back to watching in comfortable silence?
I'm just saying, Lewin, you know, when I'm blowing up another ship or conducting an attack or a raid on a fiduciary order vessel, or thinking about how I'm going to take Victor Umbert's head, put it on the ground, and then put my boot on top of it and crush it like a grape, I feel happy. And then when I think of doing all those things with Sophia by my side, I feel even happier. I feel complete. I feel totality. But if watching those two do more than likely make things worse.
The honeycomb's been fed now.
I have a tough question. What does totality mean? I'm being so serious. What does that mean?
It's like I don't know. I don't have
I don't know. It just sounded
like
okay.
The whole of something.
The
Like
whole-
the
Okay.
full, yeah.
Okay, thank you. Let me put that down in the words to learn later.
Sorry, the dictionary inside of me got a little ahead of itself there. And then immediately forgot once put on the spot.
Yeah, using a word and defining a word are two very different things.
It's okay, Lewin. We'll talk later. Much like I need to speak with Applestock about other also emotional things later. Listen, you can't all avoid this. You all made my life hell when it came to Sophia, and I am going to solve your emotional discrepancies the way that you all tried to help. That is my revenge on the three of you. Oh, wait, Lewin. Did you know that Valar's ex-wife called him Honey Bear?
Honey bear. You know, I've learned of
Valar calls
polar
her.
bears and grizzly bears, but what is a honey bear?
I don't know. It's an embarrassing nickname.
Oh,
Yes,
so
Valar,
it's like
and Valar calls her Honey Bottom.
So
Oh, this is one. So we can pull an apple stock on Valor now.
We can. Yes,
Oh, this is wonderful news, Captain.
I know. I know.
I love the
And then
guy just clearly like celebrating so hard.
I just go back to watching in comfortable silence.
As you're wrapping things up on the fishing boats, you see something back at the ship. A single seagull's winging its way back.
Oh no.
Is this whose seagull is it?
Well, they kind of all look the same. It's hard to say.
I was about to say, like, do they have different colors?
Bring the letter to, I mean.
It brings the letter to you.
Is there like a seal or something on the letter?
Nope, but it's tied with a black and purple ribbon, which is common for the Enclave of the High Tide.
Okay, so that's Gloria, and I open it.
You back in the ship, you would have seen it and know that there's something to be curious about. But yes, it's extensive. She writes in little block capitals, and it's so good to hear from you, Lizzie. It's been so long. And apparently the news made quite a stir. Yes, it did. About half the crews are calling for your head, but I reckon less than a quarter of them will actually make any move if you show up. You know how men get after they've been in their cups, etc., etc.
Great.
That being said, the longer that you wait, the more they might get ideas in their heads. If you're trying to do anything, and it looks like she's written like become pirate king and then crossed it out really, really thoroughly. Rash. But prudent. No. That's scratched out too. It might be your best option. Lots of love. Give lots of hugs and kisses. And then she has listed every single person in your crew.
That's ridiculous. I'm not doing that with any.
And I hope you and Sophia are doing great.
And I roll that up and I look at Lewin and I say, I just got the most incredible idea. What do you think, Lewin, about my prospects as the Pirate King?
Captain, if there's anyone I believe could do it, it's you.
I would take a culture check here.
Ooh, I am good at that.
Yeah, you are.
Okay, so I'm making a culture check. I'm going to use. I assume we had a long rest while we were sailing, so okay, I'm use my intrepid feat and get an expertise die on this, because I really want to do very well at this. I want to do so good. Okay. That's not good at all. I don't get advantage for any reason, do I? Like,
no.
That's a.
It's helping you. I guess that would be the.
Could I forego my culture check and help Elizabeth?
Yes.
I'm gonna roll that with advantage. Oh my god, that is so much better. Oh yes. Okay. Which stat am I using? Which ability score?
Intelligence.
Can it be wisdom?
No.
I love how every time she's like intelligent, bro is like.
Since I'm bringing people together, like to be to like sail under me as Pirate King.
It's history and culture, so no. Pretty emphatically no.
Well, it's a 21 on the dice, but I have a -1 to intelligence, so it's a total of 20.
Okay.
which
Yeah.
is fine, I guess.
Pirate kings aren't usually kings in the way that people think of them, but more people who bring pirates together for a short time against a foe. An armada leader might be the more appropriate title, but the last person to did it was like, "Hey guys, I'm the Pirate King," and that was so much cooler. So of course it stuck.
In such a way that one great pirate in a different realm said, "Being the Pirate King means being the most free," and that's always been Elizabeth's goal. And yes, I am referencing Monkey D. Luffy from One Piece, and yes, I do intend to become the Pirate King. In
Oh
a
boy.
very way.
Why am I not surprised?
But I feel like with that information, I currently am the pirate at sea with the best chance of calling myself Pirate King. And I think as soon as Valar and Applestock get back from their fishing trip, Elizabeth pulls the whole crew together and sort of fills them in. We're setting sail for the Enclave, and that is where I'm going to become the Pirate King. And I'm going to lead all of the pirates against the Fiduciary Order.
I have a question.
Yes.
Kind of have a question for the captain and also for Sarah. Is there already a Pirate King? Is there already a Pirate King?
No, the last Pirate King lasted for like 6 months and then
Dang.
got
Murdered. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it's just, pirates don't really do kings, and so it usually ends up being more of a like short-term person that's in charge, but then they don't want to not be in charge anymore, and then they get murdered. And
Okay.
And
Yeah,
I'm
no.
definitely not worried about that.
Okay. I am usually okay with every decision that you have made so far, besides
Are you?
kicking people off into the water for no reason at all. But other than that, I come from a nation where we have a king.
Oh, it's not the same.
If you are a tyrant, that
Oh.
would not be good.
So Valar, the Pirate King, it's not really like a formal title. I mean, it sort of is, but I'm not going to rule over anybody.
Oh,
I'm just going to be the one that unites pirates against a single force. We're going to defeat that force. It will go down in history books as led by King of the Pirates, Elizabeth Flynn, and the Flying Flynn Pirates. And then I will sort of just let all the other pirates do their thing. I might still call myself King of the Pirates, but I'm not going to order anyone around or anything like that. I'm not going to make rules. Being the Pirate King is about being free.
okay.
Applestock. Trilly Toss Cobble.
Thanks. So are we still gonna be like for the liberation of the people and kind of like freeing them from like controlling government entities so they can have free trade and resources and all that jazz?
Yes, that is why we're going to just completely destroy the Fiduciary Order and complete my life's work.
All right, sounds good. All right, I'm in the mood for like a chant. So Pirate King, Pirate King,
No.
Pirate King, Pirate King.
All right, everyone stop.
Can I get everyone chanting?
Yes, please. I will
Make that
assist.
charisma performance check
Can I make-
because I had help.
versus a charisma intimidation check from the captain. And no, just because that would swing the balance of the rolls.
Okay, well that's great.
That's not. This is the second time I've gone head to head with Trilly and lost, I'm pretty sure. That is a 17 total for me.
18 plus 1, 19.
Dab.
Damn.
It's one of those situations where people see that the captain's annoyed about this, but then sees that the squad's doing it, and he's like, "Oh, so this is actually."
Squad.
We're the
It's
squad.
I like that I'm not part of the squad because I'm just Elizabeth.
That's
The three of you are the squad.
But, you
Unbelievable.
know, the officers, that's the word. Jeez. And you sail off towards the enclave of the high tide, which puts us at a perfect stop for a quick 5-minute stretch, hydration, tea break. We're a little late, but then that was really great role play.
I'm gonna eat oatmeal raisin cookies.
I'm so proud of you.
Snap, I
That's great for you,
some of
bestie.
those.
I don't like raisins or oatmeal, so you know,
Oh,
I'm
for me.
jealous, but I'm very
More for
happy.
me.
I love both of the things. All right, so Took can get his oatmeal raisin cookies. We'll be back in
Get
5.
your cookies.
welcome back. I
Mm.
got up and I didn't actually finish it. It's really cold. I get some brain freeze. Oh yeah.
Hey, listen, I just realized here on StreamYard that if I click comments, I can see the chat comments. I just learned this halfway through episode 2 of season 2 here on Star-Crossed Seaway because I don't click things.
You learn something new every day.
I feel like because during the show, I'm so focused on making sure I don't miss anything from any of you in the private cast chat, which, by the way, folks, sometimes it's ridiculous.
It's silly.
It's always silly.
But I'm realizing, yes, thank you. Welcome to chat. See, I can see this now. My life has changed forever.
I'm done with my tube of sugar water. But someone talked about oatmeal raisin cookies, and I was like, you know what I want?
Can't relate.
Oh.
I like potato chips. What's up?
More for the rest of us, Brad.
I guess.
Your journey towards the twins takes another couple of days, but it is mostly uneventful, except for there's another situation where you see some ships and they kind of scram, and you have to go and like talk them down. That's a little less friendly this time, but you manage. You think that you made your point. You're not sure that your journeys are going to be very secret.
I don't think Elizabeth is that concerned about being secret. I think she really appreciates the ego boost of seeing people run in the other direction. Like, she feels like an accomplished pirate, and this is a big deal for her, given where this crew in particular started.
But yes, you make your way past Butine to the twins, as they are known, and to the Enclave of the High Tide, which never looks the same twice, let's be clear. But this time, they've brought in kind of remodeled the tavern at the back. I guess it seems that another ship was brought up, retired from service, and so now it has a more, rather than being just one ship, now it's got some ships coming off, and they've expanded the patios between the ships, and it's gotten pointy looking.
Listen, when we build our pirate fortress on some abandoned island, I'm going to get Gloria as our architect. Gloria is truly incredible when it comes to these improvements. I am a big fan of her work.
As soon as you land, it is clear that you're the subject of some attention. You can hear the whispers. And some people are giving you some tavern glasses are raised to you as you, well, you're not to the tavern yet, but some hip flasks are raised to you as it's more of a whisper.
So, as Elizabeth, we put down our gangplank, I know ship terms.
Yeah.
We put down our gangplank, and some of the regular crew, they unload whatever, and they start that. Elizabeth comes out of her cabin, and using the breastplate, I've got an extra special, more regal outfit, I guess, prepared. So it is still a sleeveless pirate's coat, and it goes all the way to the ground, and it's this black leather with this gold and emerald glittery sort of embroidery detail, and it's of these birds and stuff, and it's very elaborate and unnecessary, and the hat is like black with the same sort of thing, and the feather's like this big green feather. And I've got like the mid thigh, like pirate boots over the trousers. The tattoos are just, there's almost like an extra glimmer to them, as if they're sort of magically enhanced. They're like glittering a little bit in the like sunlight. And her hair is still short, but it's probably like here, and it's like pushed back with the sides still like shaved and everything, and it's like the nice green. And I think Elizabeth steps out, the axe on her back, but instead of it being turned inside out, the sort of handle that Valar made is like turned outright so people can see it. Like the little holder, yeah. And she just kind of, all right, let's get down to business.
Let's get down to business. Sorry.
Immediately in my brain, I'm like, I should have said this differently.
To defeat the fiduciary order.
Yeah.
Applestock's wearing the matching outfits that Beach Petal made last time.
Could I have everybody, because this is a bounty on all of y'all. Could I have everybody make an intimidation check?
Oh,
Group intimidation check.
Intimidation check. Did you just get a nat 20, Gabby?
Yeah.
Yes.
yo.
How is Applestock being intimidating? This I have to see.
I think that Applestock kind of just like, I think Applestock doesn't really change much, because in general, I think Applestock has a very cheery, like nice expression on their face, but just, I think it's the way that they're walking is just a little bit more confident. And I guess walking kind of like right next, because I think usually she'll try to put herself in the middle of the group. But I think Trilly is kind of like almost like in tow, like in sync with the captain, and just like has kind of the crossbow swung around like on their back, just like arrows kind of just like out a little bit more than usual. And it's just kind of like that smile is just a little extra, like a little bit more smug than I guess usual, because I think Trilly's kind of like, oh, things are a little bit different now than the position I have been when I've been in these organizations before, of like being the underdog and things like that. And I think now that it's just like, wait a second, I have a little bit more footing than I have before, and I can feel a little bit more safe in like the setting I'm in and with the people I'm in and my reputation upholding, that sort of stuff.
Your destiny is coming of age, or was it underdog?
My destiny is actually underdog.
Underdog. Okay, I couldn't remember because Lewins was coming of age. I'm trying to think if that would. Does that that feels like that gets you inspiration for your destiny?
Really? Oh, that's exciting.
Yours that openly defy a powerful being.
I feel like we are openly defying the order.
Openly defying, and that feels like a massive change from where Applestock started in season 1. So yeah, go ahead and give yourself inspiration for that. Yay! I do need everybody else to still make a group check, but I had to see how that nat 20 played out.
21.
Oh.
21.
17 for me.
17.
22.
This worked. I can't believe it
So
worked.
we just walked out terrifying people. By the way,
Lock down the gangplank. Like,
by the way, my hair is down, but I still have all the wrappings on. The blood-soaked wrappings.
Like, I like to think when we got to like the top of like the edge of the ship, it was like all four of us standing like side by side, and it was like a sight to behold.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. No, I am. Yeah. Make your way down the gangplank, and like there are whispers, but nobody confronts you the entire way to the tavern.
I definitely think as like you can hear the whisper, I think Applestock would just like cock their head and just be like give a little wave, which is just I think scary in itself of like, who's noted? Why are they looking at me?
Yep. Some people go quickly back to their cards, their shopping, their drinking, when rather than make eye contact.
I think Elizabeth is walking with so much just power in each step. She feels really good right now. This is it. This is what it's all been about. Like she feels like she's this close, you know? It's awesome.
Lewin definitely waited for someone to make eye contact with him and then took out 5 gold from his pouch and went to shake their hand and left the 5 gold in there. And just with a really big, creepy smile on his face, just goes, "The world is ending soon. Material possessions have no meaning anymore." Just.
You do notice, Lewin, a couple of people are watching you with a different expression. Less fear, more reverence. And they're whispering, but
Goodness gracious.
different vibe. Very different vibe. I would take a perception check or an insight check if you want to get a read on the feel in the enclave right now.
I meant to say this and I didn't, but before I make the perception check, can I activate my perceptive stance? It's one of my combat maneuvers. It's a bonus action. And it says nothing within your sight is of minor significance, and you take in your surroundings with great care, even as arrows fly and blades clash upon shields. My passive perception score increases by 3. In addition, I gain an expertise die on perception checks. Can I spend the exertion point to do that in this moment?
I guess, yeah.
Cool.
Can't think of any reason why you couldn't use the combat maneuver outside of combat.
Okay, that is... I assume this is a wisdom perception?
Yeah, or charisma if you'd like, because this is to try and perceive
Yes.
what people are thinking and feeling about you, which is slightly different.
That's a 27.
Woo! Yeah, there you go. It is arguably kind of social combat, but you know. You get the sense that Gloria's information was pretty accurate. There's definitely some people who would knife you in the back, given the chance. But
I make eye contact with the people who I like flag as I know this person, and they're gonna try something if I don't. Just right at them.
yeah, only one makes eye contact with you back. The others kind of look away. A big guy with longer hair, like almost down to mid-back, and rather than an eye patch, he's lost an eye, but he just has a big socket.
Nice.
She wears very proudly. But the good eye is focusing on you.
I wink at him with whichever eye of mine would be the eye he's missing.
Incredible. He gives you just kind of like a chin nod, like one of the like sup. But he's not making a move just yet. You've known him as Salil.
Salil.
Yeah. Reasonably competent.
Mm-hmm.
Runs kind of a cutthroat crew called the Dirty Dolphin.
Listen, we both have bad names for our ships. It's great. We have something to talk about later.
But nobody hassles you, and nobody stops you as you make your way into the new and improved tavern, which they seem to be still painting the tavern sign. But you can see that someone has already carved a big, like, three-dimensional number 2 that they're going to smack onto the outside.
The Enclave 2.
It might be the Enclave 2. You're not. They've hung up the like nameplate, but they haven't gotten to painting it yet.
So we definitely have to not mention how terrible the name is to Gloria. I'm just saying. It's not her strong suit.
When you enter, same deal. People go quiet and then start talking again in rather hushed tones about what they're gossiping about.
I imagine like a Western where like the person opens the doors to the saloon and walks in and everyone just...
Yep. And you can see that your bounty has been posted on the bar. Although it looks like someone has spilled beer on it.
Gloria, you had to post it? You just had to put it up?
It's news, Lizzie. The people like the news.
You could have framed it at least. Celebrated my accomplishments as a pirate.
I love that that's what Elizabeth is like concerned about. I suppose, but you know how it is in this place. Someone's gonna break the glass.
I suppose. I mean, they spilled beer on it already.
Yeah. They can't cut themselves with beer.
Some of them could.
Here, on the house for the most expensive pirate to walk through these doors.
That's an honor I'm proud of.
And she hands you all a round of actually, it seems to be some kind of like newer brew. It's like a pineapple sour. It's pretty good.
Interesting. You know, Gloria, I got your letter.
Figured as much.
And it's a great idea. I down the drink, and I think Elizabeth in this moment hops up on top of the bar.
You see Gloria in the background. Just, oh no.
My fellow pirates, can I have your attention? I'll buy you all a drink afterwards. I
You got
promise.
their attention. That is the shorthand for getting their attention.
I'm sure you've heard of me. I'm Captain Elizabeth Flynn of the Flying Flynn Pirates, and these are my most loyal officers. Valar Beach Petal, bounty of 1,000 gold pieces. Trilly Toss Cobble, not Tilly, bounty of 1,000 gold pieces. Lewin Aubrey Morgan Baphomet, son of Baphomet, herald of the end times, bounty of 1,000 gold pieces. It's a pleasure for all of you to meet us. I am going to cut to the chase. We're here to take down the fiduciary order. We're going to make a lot of money doing so, and you all could be part of it. I want you all to sail with me and fight alongside me and enjoy the spoils of taking down the richest organization in the world for good.
Make a charisma persuasion check.
Oh boy. Cool. Let me. Ooh, I think I just used my intrepid, didn't I, on something else today. I'm trying to see if I have anything that will help me here.
Can I somehow help using my It Takes a Village feature?
Ooh, describe to me what that does.
Well, I can use a help action as a bonus action. Additionally, the range I can help an ally increases to 15 feet. And then I can also, when I do help them, in addition to granting advantage, I may also choose an ally to gain an expertise die.
How is Applestock helping here?
I think that Applestock. Hang on. I think like not only with kind of just like their newfound confidence is just kind of like staring down everybody. I think whenever like Elizabeth kind of started talking, kind of just casually grabs the crossbow and is kind of just like playing around with it, just like kind of looking around, eyeing people, not pointing it at anybody, but just kind of looking around. And then let me see if this one will kind of. I think also maybe use a little bit of minor illusion to like kind of create like a backlight for Captain Flynn as well. So it's just like there's like this like shadow kind of being cast on everybody as well. If I can do that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Make it theatrical.
Yeah, I'll buy that. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So you get an expertise die.
So I have advantage and an expertise die?
Yeah.
Incredible. I got a +7 to this. I got a nat 20.
You did not.
I did. I rolled a 17 and a 20. You see that? That's a 20 on that dice.
Oh my
I love
God.
your keyboard.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, yeah.
That's a nat 20. Plus, let me just expertise die. So that's a 27 right now without the expertise die. I rolled a 3 on the expertise die. That's a total of 30 for my intimidation check.
Pure persuasion check, but it's a nat 20. It doesn't matter.
It's a nat 20 either way. I think I have. I'm proficient. Yeah, it's still a 30 either way
It's
because
still
I'm
a 30.
proficient in persuasion too.
Oh
Better.
my God. It's a great speech. So this like striding across tables. There's like people are cheering. Like a kind of like a fist fight breaks out, like just like for fun. Like the people are so excited, they're just like, yeah. No punch.
This
It's like throw a punch.
If this were a musical, this is like in Hamilton. This is the like they're all in the bar having their drink, like My Shot or something.
Yeah.
This is that moment right now.
Yeah.
We're getting ready for war. And Elizabeth is jumping from table to table and like getting in their face like, this is it. This is where we all become immortal.
Yeah.
This is where our names become bigger than the gods themselves. The end times are nigh, that's for sure, for the fiduciary order.
After the speech, just Val, I would, if it's okay, would like to just Captain Flynn and just kind of hit the bar and just start another chant.
Yeah. Applestock slamming their mug down in like rhythm to that.
Oh yeah, no, it is.
Call me king.
Out away from the bar where you could still hear the chanting inside. Freaking nat 20. I had a whole thing planned where it was gonna be like degrees of success. You have to maybe win over some group.
It was a
We're
nat
shooting straight
20.
to the top.
It was a total of 30.
It was a total of 30. Straight to the top. You don't think anyone's going to move against you now, and if they do, they're not going to do it openly.
Yeah.
Now you need a plan.
You're absolutely right.
This turns into most people's idea of what to do about here. This is drink about it.
Yep.
In lieu of a specific ask that you have for them right now, they're going to drink about it. And you bought them a round, so.
I did. I like to think like after I do that, I'm like talking to Gloria, like, hey, just put it on my tab, please. I will pay you back as soon as I'm done with this. I'm a little light on the coin right now, but as soon as we destroy the fiduciary order, like you understand how important this is to me. I need this right now.
Go Promise brings in other people's bars, but she makes a note on a very long scroll of parchment.
I like to think Elizabeth is very good about settling her tab.
Captain Flynn, do you need
Yeah,
some
okay,
money?
that's longer than it should be.
Sophia.
Yeah, you don't drink spritzes.
Spritzes. Of course she's ordering spritzes without me.
That's what we're concerned about? Okay. What?
Yes, you now have a tavern full of very hyped up pirates, and you need a plan.
Oh, crap.
It's okay, we're great at that.
Well, step one, let's get like a piece of paper, maybe sign up sheet, kind of everybody kind of like putting like their like promise down of like their ship and what kind of resources they're going to bring to this thing, this rumble. Also, number 2, is it a rumble?
This is an incredible opportunity to have a meeting of captains.
Oh, let's go.
This is an incredible opportunity to come.
I will arrange a meeting. Gloria, you have all that new space.
A christening worthy of the Enclave too.
Okay, so we actually do need to talk about the name.
What if you called it the sequel?
I like the Enclave.
The sequel.
The sequel! Oh my stars!
I like
See?
that.
So I have an incredible team of advertisers here.
Sequel.
You don't understand.
Applesauce bangs their mug to the rhythm of that.
Oh my god, the sequel. That's incredible. Yes, okay. Writing that down too, because that's so good.
Changing the name of the stream. Sequel.
The sequel. Oh, and you can do it with 2 L's too, so it's like sequel.
That's fine.
Oh
Yeah.
my goodness. We're
Yeah.
so smart.
Mass intelligence.
So I'm going to need to borrow some space. And I'm going to need some parchment and some birds. I have some letters to send.
And we have a little montage sequence. Elizabeth is writing letters. What are the others doing? During
Oh
this little
boy.
montage sequence.
I was thinking about that.
I can't believe I do so much paperwork.
Oh, God.
Who would like to go first?
And what's your intelligence again?
Ooh.
Not important. Elizabeth's penmanship is incredible. And she's well spoken. She uses her charisma for her letter writing, okay?
That's the thing.
I
I would-
tease.
I would like to go first.
Go for it.
Mainly because I'm nervous. Does his wife's letter come back?
No, you haven't
Oh.
gotten it yet.
Oh, oof. Lord have mercy. I'm very nervous about it.
Oh,
he
you
would
do?
pro-
Though, who apologizes very shamefacedly for absolutely boning you last season by telling you where your bounty hunter was, where you were. Telling you
Oh,
back where you were. There we go.
it's okay. We'll probably mess them up if they show up.
No, he was what told Malvar where you were, and then you got into a fight, and he's been feeling bad about this for.
Oh, he's the one who snitched on me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, he did that publicly. He was like, "Oh, that's them over there,"
Yeah.
and then we beat Malvar's.
But
Yeah,
So you beat Malvar.
it's okay. I'll go.
It's okay. But lately I've been feeling a little more ruthless. So
I get really close to his face.
if it happens again, I'm taking teeth.
Fair enough. Yeah, great job with the piracy, by the way.
Oh, thank you. We've been working really hard on that. I think I've made a symbol.
Do you want got an extra table?
No.
And Bella will leave, and he will do his best to like mentally prepare for whatever his wife is gonna say, and try and do his hardest to remember where his children are. Because that is one memory he does not have anymore.
Oh God.
And I don't know what I wrote for that or what happened with that, but he is going to like trying to go through all of his old stuff and attempt to, and also mainly to make sure that they are way far away from whatever is about to happen.
Could you just make a straight intelligence check?
Straight. Oh. I love how the two people leading the boats are just terrible with the intelligence checks here. Okay, it's not that bad. It's 8. It's bad.
You have no idea what happened to your children, and she's gonna kill you.
Uh-oh. I know. I know. Okay.
Well,
Lewin, you seem to, as soon as the captain finishes her speech, you do seem to have a little posse, 3 or 4 people who look really nervous. One, when there's a moment, one comes up to you and all in a rush just like bends down and touches the hem of your robes.
I'm gonna lower my hand and take theirs and stand them back up, and I will say, no, don't do that. We are all equal in their eyes. We are all the same, all worthy of the same judgment. I am
They're hanging
nowhere.
up the word.
I'm not above or below you in any station. No one here is. No one on this earth is.
Captain Flynn feels itchy.
Somewhere in the like at the same time, I'm the king of the pirates. So loudly to a cheer, like in that exact moment. Perfect timing.
Oh my God. Yeah, we're all equal.
Here. I'm looking over, seeing Captain Flynn is otherwise occupied. Also, let us go somewhere that it's a little quieter, and we may discuss this further. And I'm gonna go walk outside, like talking very loudly. I think I'm gonna go find a spot, like a spot near the temple area that didn't have a temple to Baphomet that I visited in season 1, and sort of just like sit somewhere and start like spieling.
Yes. Oh my God. All right, so we've got a montage of like Valar going through his things, trying to find any record of his children. Lewin's preaching on a street corner. What's Applestock doing?
I think that probably whenever like before they left the ship and like left the crew to do whatever, like Applestock was like, just venture around, to like telling Millie like just venture around and we'll be here, so like if you want to meet up later. So I think like Applestock right now is maybe like creating like a little like probably grab parchment, creating like a list of people for like pirates and people to like sign up, like smaller crews, things like that, while Captain Elizabeth is like, and then just keeping an eye out to see if Millie or any of the other crew pops up. But like, yeah, it's probably just like doing technical stuff, kind of watching, like, I guess watch Beach Pedal run out. And wait, is Beach Pedal still in the enclave?
He would kind of go on the boat for a little bit and come back distressed.
All right. Yeah, would have watched Beach Pedal leave, and also watch like Lewin head out, like with the Colt, kind of just like, and then whenever Valar comes back distressed, be like, Anna, y'all come over here and help me out. You all right? You distressed?
I am.
He obviously was crying. Like eyes are red. He's
Oh
like,
my goodness, you need a hug or something, or another drink. I don't know what your vices are.
I usually don't drink, but that sounds absolutely wonderful right now. Alcohol, whatever. Is it alcohol? Is it? That's
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
orders
There's all kinds.
alcohol.
There's wine. There's mead. You can get like a cocktail,
A spritz.
You know
a
who is
spritzer.
one of the best drinkers that I have met? Little person that said my name. He's calling out to
Oh,
Marvel. Yes, Pavel, drink. Come on.
you know what? That's fair. That's fair enough. Good man. And goes and orders you a drink.
Yes.
You don't see any of the crew in here. In fact, it's so empty of crew as to seem very deliberate. You think that someone smart among the crew is probably like, hey, the captain's going to do something in the big bit bar. We're drinking anywhere else tonight.
Okay, that's fair. And there's hope Millie is having fun somewhere else.
I'm gonna get drunk, by the way.
Yeah. Do you want to open up about that, or you just want to put that on like the back burner until maybe a later date when all the emotions come up and like one big emotional thing?
My question is, when do you ask him that? Like after he's really drunk, or before?
Probably like lets you drink a bit and then asks you.
That hits you with the big question.
Well,
By the way, one drink in.
Oh.
He's like, wait.
I felt so bad on the day I was going to leave my wife when I found out that she was a criminal. I don't know what type of criminal she was. It was very sad. And then, this person, and then I couldn't remember.
He starts speaking in Elvish.
No.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm sorry about your wife and all that. It things get complicated, and sometimes people's lifestyles, like crime versus not crime, don't like line up. Well, that's a big one. That's a big one. That's kind of hard.
Yes.
And sometimes people end up taking different paths. And while love is strong and powerful, but sometimes if you decide to go two different ways in life, that might be better, even though it's full of love.
But I'm doing exactly what I was going to leave up for. I am a trash person. I don't deserve love. Oh, Sylvina, why did I leave you?
No. Beach pedal. Everybody deserves love. At least I think so. And you are the farthest person from a trash person that I've ever met. The amount of times that you've put yourself in the back to help other people and help them and heal them no matter what, that doesn't make you a trash person. And I think the actions that you do now in order to cause the relationship to be better and find reconciliation and ask for forgiveness, whatever actions you do next is what define you as a person, all right? How you handle and go on from here is what's going to make you better. But you can be sad about it and you can cry about it. But just know that I don't think you're a trash person.
Thank you. I appreciate that. But I can't even remember where my children are. Do you not realize that I've been taking care of their grandchildren and I have no idea where my actual kids are, their parents? I'm a failure.
Hey.
The guy comes up, sign up, and just walks away.
Thank you. We are having an emotional moment, but I do appreciate your effort into this thing we got going on. Oh, so again, it's your actions that you do next. You don't know where they are. All right, that's not maybe the best thing, but we can go forward and we can use the resources we have here to find them, all right?
I
We'll
will-
find them. It's okay.
You'll help me.
I'll help you. Yeah, as much as you've helped me, I will help you.
You know, you are so wonderful. I appreciate you. I see you as one of my own granddaughters. You are absolutely just delightful and nice. And if anybody, he gets like uncomfortably close, anybody decides they're going to hurt you, I will burn them with holy fire. He just kind of like his hand.
That's very thoughtful. I do appreciate that. You want a hug? All right, come here. There you go.
And he falls asleep.
Beach pedal. Beach pedal. No.
Elizabeth is leading a round of sea shanties. Sitting on top of the bar, kicking
I
her
just-
legs, just
I
having a
realized
good.
that I am like 300 pounds of like
yeah,
paladin. Oh,
I can carry 2 bulky items. That might be 3 though.
oh
That
my
might
God.
be 3. Do you try and is Beach Pedal making it back to the ship?
It's if I'll say just for the purpose of that, he didn't really wear his armor, so he's probably like $190 without it. So you could probably slide his feet back.
I think Elizabeth, strategically knowing where they are and what dangers they still face, is strategically only having like 1, maybe 2 drinks, and is not a lightweight like Valar, and would
Yes.
definitely not let Valar not make it back to the ship. When it comes time to round up the crew, Elizabeth is very much like, all right, let's go. Like, commanding presence, whatever. Like, get on the boat.
Commanding presence, yes. You make it back to the ship, get a nice long rest, and Beach Pedal, you are awakened quite rudely
Uh-oh.
in the morning by someone dumping a bucket of cold water on you.
He doesn't even like react. He just kind of opens his eyes. You know,
A very familiar face is leaning over you, but accompanied by a very uncomfortable looking Cled. And she just looks down at you and she shoves something into your chest. It's a you think you got stabbed for a second. No, it's a sheaf of papers.
oh, who is this?
This is your wife carrying a briefcase.
Oh no! He's just kind of look. He's like, I'm going to assume that this is divorce papers.
Yes.
I'm sorry. He'll sit up. I didn't.
And she shakes the briefcase. Become a lawyer for these. And she stalks off.
Wait! No! Oh, honey, please! Honey bottom! Honey bottom! He's kind of like.
Is Valar just yelling that across the ship?
Oh, 100%.
It's kind of early too. Like she
Well-
must have got in like late last night, early this morning, and come straight here.
Is she still like muscled? like muscled?
Like she's a lot older, like much like you are a lot older. So some of the muscle is like kind of gone softer. But she's still big.
Big.
And I mean she was always pretty smart.
Honey bottom, please. Let's talk about this. I need to come on.
She is like stalking down the gangplank.
I think
a lot of papers.
I think Elizabeth was like on like the main deck because it's the morning and she is the captain of this ship and she's like doing what she does, like her actual job as the captain of the ship. She just like watches this happen. I'm gonna. If Valar asks for my help, I'll help, but I've been there.
He's very drunkenly chasing her, or like
She turns around at the base of the gangplank and just sticks a finger into your chest again, and she's strong. She's still strong, or you're still drunk, or both.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Sorry. Sorry was for 17 years ago.
Look,
Oh.
as much of my memory is gone. I only remember the past 5. But I remember as soon as I remembered you. He's not even gonna say when he remembered. I felt extremely sad that I was away from you. Please let's have a talk, and you take these papers back. He's not there.
Valar did get served. Valar gets served.
and maybe we can talk about what happened, and you can maybe help me. I seriously cannot remember things that I should be able to.
Make a persuasion check.
Charisma?
Yeah.
Oh, thank God.
Elizabeth turns around and faces the other side of the ship.
Yeah, they're having like a touching moment on your gangplank.
Okay.
Apple Stuck's like
Yeah,
peeking over the
so-
crow's nest.
Persuasion.
Elizabeth looks up and is like,
Okay.
Apple Stuck's putting their hands in the air and going,
17.
She looks at you and she sighs and read the papers first.
Read the.
You may want to procure your own counsel. I'm obligated to tell you that. I'll be
Read
in the sequel.
You'll be okay. So okay. Okay. All right. What's the paper say?
It is fairly extensive divorce proceedings.
this is absurd.
Very thorough. Actually, extremely thorough. And hey, you owe her alimony.
Are you serious? God.
You said she was a criminal.
Valar, don't go for that.
I forgot she was a criminal. Yeah, Loki.
And you said that before. You're like, and she's super buff. So I was like, so she's like a white collar criminal. Because how else do you not know what kind of criminal your wife is?
Oh.
So.
Okay. This
Yeah.
makes a lot more sense now.
Yeah, you have vague memories of, she'd go and like she'd do work with the merchants and she claimed she was an accountant, but she always, and she was really committed to like working out, and sometimes she'd come home with like some bruises and say that she got hit by a cart, and eventually you piece the pieces together.
So she's.
So these are like legitimate like divorce papers though, right?
This is, you don't know of anyone who's actually been this kind of divorced. Like usually it's like you go to the like temple of your god and you're like, hey, we don't want to be married anymore. Or, something way less.
So he's just like,
she's written you like papers.
I can't believe Valar is being served with the first ever divorce paper
in the world. He's
like Valar invented true divorce.
He's just like,
this is the first divorce court.
This is definitely the first divorce court on the twins. That is,
you're from a place that has a king who would normally like decide who gets what, and you're going to court.
So he just kind of look at it. He's like,
we're pirates. You can't go to court.
Why do I feel like you still hate and love me? This is confusing, Honey Bottom, please. He'll start walking out there again. All right.
She's so far up the hill. She just like waves a hand at you.
Applestock, come on.
yeah, all right.
Let's grab Lewin. I think Valar needs some backup.
matter of fact, he'll summon Honey.
Oh my god.
Honeycomb 2 and just start Honey Bottom.
I'm gonna grab Lewin. I'm gonna be like knocking on the door. Lewin.
What?
Beach Pedal's wife is back and gave papers to Beach Pedal, and it was a lot of papers, so it doesn't look good.
We gotta go. This is a matter of the utmost importance. We need support Valar.
Yeah, Loon will grab his things and scurry off.
Oh, Lewin, you're like a prophet. You might be able to oversee these meetings
Oh
and
my god.
help go in Valar's favor.
You better not have like a court in the middle of like pirate captains. Like,
Yes.
oh,
Applestock's
God.
just chasing after Beach Pedal. Come back. Remember, your actions moving forward is going to what decide so it makes you a good person.
Honey bottom.
It's so early.
Tell her about the pirate thing.
It's so early. You are getting like periodically people throw up on a shutter and are yelling at you to shut up.
Oh, if they do that.
You can't talk to me like that. I'm the pirate king.
Fuck.
I'm going to run by and be like, don't make me come up there. I swear.
Let's put it this way. The pirates may care. The other employees here do not. They have been here before. They will be here after. Valar, as you're writing honeycomb, there's a lot of honey around here. Honeycomb
Yes, I need
to
to figure something out.
lose a page, and it floats down to Lewin's feet, and it's the signature page. This has been notarized by the fiduciary order.
Oh,
No.
Oh boy.
She works for the fiduciary order.
Oh boy. I need that clip so bad. Oh, no.
What is it, Lewin?
Well, seems like Valar's wife has taken up a position with the fiduciary order.
Oh, we have to kill her.
Or
And
ask
can
her
I
to join our side.
look? Is there any reference to like us being here or like a date on it? Like, is it a recent document?
Is this
The
a trap?
documents have been dated a full 5 years prior,
Okay.
Okay.
but
Oh,
it's still a red flag. Also,
Yeah.
dang, she's been sitting on these divorce papers for half a decade.
Ironically, the same amount of time that Valar remembers. But this happened 17 years prior? I'm just saying. Interesting. Oh, that's when Valar killed the prince. That's right. That would make
yeah.
Mm.
She realized that Valar was still alive, so then she went
So
ahead.
she had to divorce him, yep.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Bless
She
you.
is
Thank you.
apparently a lawyer.
Oh no.
Valar!
Honey bottom.
Valar! Honey bear!
Valar.
Oh,
Honey bear!
Honey bear.
Can I?
Stop.
Are we? How close to them are we?
I'm imagining a Scooby-Doo style chase up the hill to the sequel.
He'll stop
With,
once he hears honey bear.
there's like a very full-figured and scantily clad woman like yelling at you to shut up, with a very sleepy-looking woman behind her. Like,
Yeah, he'll stop and then he'll turn with intensity of like anger.
Applestock runs into Beach Pedal.
Valar! Oh, we have really terrible news.
Other than my wife actually divorcing me.
Yes, this is actually much, much worse.
It's like a cherry on top of it of a poop ice cream.
Oh,
She-
she,
What?
ew, that's gross.
She's a lawyer with the fiduciary order.
His eyes just go wide. He's like, oh,
Yeah, this is really bad, and we should probably leave, but I did just call that meeting.
Well, no, I think she is definitely a criminal. So what?
Is she trying to also rob the fiduciary order, or are the fiduciary order in fact criminals?
No, I think
You don't
this
know.
is. I think this is. Oh, he's kind of like he's like looking. He's like, I think this is good. I think this is good because if she is still a criminal, because I obviously put on the papers, I know you're still a criminal. Hit me up. I think that's what you said to put. Hit me up, and she's here, and not in the fiduciary order. That means she might be. Is she embezzling money? Again. Wait.
These are all very valid questions. I'm just real quick, just to make sure. I'm gonna cast Hold Person on Valor's wife.
Oh snap!
What's the save for that?
That's a 15.
The power of her divorce papers compels her. That is a 16 on the die.
Well, never mind. I don't have it.
Here, it's all right. I'll just chase after her. Wait, hold on. Come back.
And
Is this a good idea? No, I'm just gonna chase after her.
on this absolutely ridiculous.
Oh god.
Come on.
This is bad.
This is so bad.
This is so great.
This better work in our favor, I swear.
Look, I didn't know that she was gonna be okay.
Me neither.
Oh.
But I was like, you know what would be great?
Oh my god, you did this, Took.
I did. That is true.
You could have
And
just
for
said she was
honor,
an apple thief.
Who are you? Where can people find you? What are you doing?
Yeah, me too.
Well, I am Tick, I guess. You can find me everywhere, especially on the TikToks and Twitch. We're going to be getting a lot of really cool, hopefully sponsors and stuff because of Gen Con. Gen Con is amazing. Go next year. And you may see a lot of famous or popular TikTokers there, and not recent, and I'm so flustered. In a few more one shots and things of that nature. So come by, say hello, and yeah.
How did you just absolutely wreck Doug? We'll go down. Gabby.
Hello, my name is Gabby So Gabby. You can find me on, well, my name's Gabby, but my TikTok is Gabby So Gabby. That would be wild. I post little TTRPGs, videos and things like that on there. And it's a lot of fun. I'll be posting very soon. I'm in the middle of a move and stuff like that. So it's a little chaotic, but I will be posting very soon. Check me out.
I'm Kurt.
Hello, my name is Kurt Stridinger. I go by Mr. Kurtwise on the internet. You can find me on TikTok doing some low-budget D&D sketches. You can also find me DMing here in a little bit, presumably, if my body holds out for it. On 5% chance, we got Diceberg tonight. 8 o'clock is our new time.
Oh, get some tea in you. Ro. You're muted.
Hi, I'm Robin. Part 2. You can find me on Twitter, Twitch, and the rest of the internet at Call Me Caulfield, CALLME CAULFIELD, where I design TTRPGs and am available to play in your TTRPG streams, podcasts, and otherwise. You can find my work in the upcoming sports anime TTRPG designed by me, Play Ball. It's awesome. You might even see Sarah's name in there as a layout person. Spoiler alert, potentially. And you can also sometime in the next few months, whenever it comes out, see my work in the upcoming Super Sentai TTRPG Queers by Son of Oak, the people who brought you City of Mist. I wrote an adventure for their adventure anthology called Hero Support, and it is some of my finest work ever, and it's awesome, and it's trans.
Saw them guys at Gen Con.
Yay.
They're amazing.
Amazing. Amazing. I love them so much. And you can find more of my work, etc., on the internet in places like my Warlock subclass on my Patreon, patreon.com/CallMeCaulfield.
And I've been your narrator. I am on Twitter at the DM Sarah with underscores between the things. And my big thing is that I have a Kickstarter, Stranger Sights, challenges for 5th edition and advanced 5th edition. So if you want to substantially up, if you're familiar with A5E, which you're watching the stream, I hope you are, this is a 50% increase in the number of exploration challenges, a whole bunch of new monsters. It is at 4K right now, and if we hit 6K, I get to send a really fun email to an artist and being like, hey, can I commission some custom monsters? So talk about it, share it, back it, put it on social media, tell your friends, tell your mom, tell your boss, I don't know. Tell people, because it's going to be great, and I can't wait to
Tell
see what
people.
it does.
Tell people.
Tell
Tell
people.
people.
Tell them.
And
Tell them
if
now.
you haven't, speaking of Kickstarters, Dungeon Delver's Guide is also coming out. It starts the day after mine ends, because I was very strategic about that.
Fine.
But basically, there's actually also an official thing coming out soon called Dungeon Delver's Guide, and I don't have the links for that, but you should back it. And I'm going to see if I can't get that in a thing as we get closer to when it launches, because that will launch August 28th, I believe. This has been Star-Crossed Seaways. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you next week for Divorce Proceedings, Pirate King. We never know.
I became the Pirate King instead of dying. Season 2 is the best.
Will they kiss
So
and fall in
fun.
love? We shall see.
Yes.
Only way to find out. See you next Tuesday.